Hey y'all, this is Dan with DPS Breakdowns. Today I want to run through a sequence between Jordan Burroughs and Isaiah Martinez from Final X a few weeks ago. Let's run it all the way through and then we will go back and look at it in more detail. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. What I want to do first is I want to focus more on the offensive portion, so more on Jordan Burroughs, and then I do want to touch on what Martinez is doing as well, so you can kind of look at both sides of this sequence. So the first thing I really want to focus on is Burroughs' penetration step. So he's probably one of the best ever at getting in on people's legs, whether it be a single leg or a double leg. He's really kind of known more for his double, but when I watch him, I'm super impressed with his single legs. I think they're so smooth and efficient. And so right here, I want you to see the space between Jordan Burroughs' legs, or his feet rather. And I want you to see how he loads up here. So this is very typical with his shots, with his single leg shot, probably his double as well. But right now focusing on the single leg, he drops that back leg. And what he's doing is he's loading up his weight onto that would be his left leg. That's where all his power comes from. It doesn't come from his lead leg, it comes from the back leg. And so you want to think of it's like a sprinter getting off the blocks. So he's gonna really power up off that back leg. And as he's shifting his weight to that left leg, he's also dropping his chest to his lead knee. So he's getting low. So that's where the level change comes from. So it's a loading up of that power leg, that back leg, while dropping the chest to that lead knee. And from here, he's ready to shoot in. So he uses that power to really drive in. So you can see, shifts the back leg, drives in here. With his arms, what he wants to do is he looks to hook his right arm, his outside arm, is gonna hook around Martinez's left leg. So the goal is elbow deep if you can get it. It's not always gonna work out like that, but that's the ideal. So here he hooks around with that right arm. His left hand, you can see, is posted to the mat. And that's gonna be important because it's going to allow him to change his angle efficiently. It's gonna be a pivot point for him. And so what Burroughs is doing here is it's really more of a sweep single, we would call it. It's not a head-on shot, so he's not trying to just drive straight in. He's trying to shoot around and start spinning around towards the back. And so the hand really assists in that motion because he can shift his weight more to that hand, make his legs a little bit lighter, more mobile, and he can start spinning around to the back here. And so you can see his angle change. Right now he's head-on, shoots in, much more perpendicular now, starting to come around to the backside. Another thing you'll see guys do a lot to kind of lock in that superior angle is they'll step over the leg they're attacking. So right here, Burroughs' right knee steps over Martinez's left leg and kind of locks it in place. So right here, Burroughs is in great position to start trying to finish this attack. Now Martinez, this is interesting. He's gonna actually push Burroughs' head to the outside. So you'll see guys, whether the head starts on the inside or the outside, sometimes they'll switch the person's head position. And this can be a clever thing, especially I think in this situation. So Burroughs, to my understanding, will usually shoot his double legs with his head to the left side, which is typical if you're a right leg lead. But here, Martinez is going to switch that head position. So if you're not used to finishing doubles or high crotches on that side, more of the lefty side, it can be kind of a smart way to switch it up on the opponent. But Burroughs is pretty savvy here. He's going to keep driving in. And he's hunting for that free leg. So he has that same leg that he's had the entire time here. That would be Martinez's left leg. What he wants to do is control the other leg as well. And so Martinez is kind of constantly trying to keep it away from him. So you see how he's running away here? And Burroughs, look at that. He's just hunting for it. He dives for it, and right there, he secures the leg. But he still doesn't have the takedown. Martinez is fighting, trying to strip that grip off that leg. Spinning in. Burroughs is staying on the leg. And here, Martinez is going to do a good job of really pushing on the head. So it's a simple way to defend, but it's really effective because what it does is it really weakens the guy that is having his head pushed down. So it kind of twists up his spine. It makes it more difficult to build the base up and finish. But Burroughs is going to do something clever here. So kind of how he used that hand post earlier to help with the angle. Now he's going to use it to help build his base up. So if you have both hands locked here and your head's pushed down, it can be tough to build up. You don't really have anything to push off of. But when you get that hand planted, now he's able to kind of drive into that hand that's pushing on his head. And what he's doing here is it's going to shift Martinez's weight from his left leg, which Burroughs has. Martinez is going to have to distribute his weight more towards his right leg as Burroughs drives in. And what that does is it makes the leg that Burroughs has a lot lighter. So if the person's really driving into that leg that you're controlling, it can be difficult to pick it up, which makes it difficult to build your base up. But when you drive in like this, and you can see how he's using that hand post to scoot his hips in, Burroughs is, Martinez, to keep his balance, he has to shift his weight to his right leg. And that allows Burroughs to build up to his feet, which is where we want to be. Now, crucial thing here. Right now, Burroughs' hands are not locked. So you can bet that Martinez is thinking kick out, because if his foot is not secured, if it's not locked down, he's usually able to kick out and free that leg. But Burroughs, right here, he's going to lock it. And you can see Burroughs' hands are locked. And so just in time, he locks the hands. Martinez tries to kick out, and it's not going to work. Burroughs is able to hold on to it, and he's going to finish the takedown. So I want to actually contrast this last part with another Burroughs single leg, actually from the 2016 Olympics. And this is going to be played out a little bit differently for a very important reason. So check this out again, just to kind of review. Check out Burroughs' left leg. So he's driving off that back foot, knee to chest. Look at him, it looks like a sprinter off the blocks here. Left hand posted, looking for elbow deep with that right hand. Right elbow, rather. Looking to get his angle. Look, he steps over that leg just like before. And this one he's able, look, he's trying to get the opponent's other leg as well. Constant thing that you want. Opponent's able to strip it just like Martinez did. But Burroughs is able to get to his feet here. Really valuable. But look at how Burroughs is controlling the opponent's leg. So he has the ankle with one hand. He doesn't have that nice secure lace in his armpit like he did in the last clip. And look what happens. Opponent's out. So the opponent shifts his weight to his right foot and then ultimately to his hands. And he's going to aggressively kick, and then he cartwheels the other leg over. Because it's not enough just to kick out against a good opponent. They'll follow you and still get around to your back. He's going to kick out, cartwheels through, and now he's facing. You can see that. Kick, facing. Burroughs is still going to keep going after him. He actually does another kick out here. So just last time on that, Burroughs is in. Doesn't have the lace. He just has that foot controlled. Aggressive kick out, and the foot slips right out of there. Back to the original clip here. Let's contrast that lacing portion. So here Burroughs again building up. As soon as he gets to the feet, you can see how his right hand, he's elbow deep here. The hand's kind of free, so as soon as he feels like he wants to, he can lock his hand quite easily. So he gets to the feet right here. He locks it, and it's not enough to just lock. You want it secure in the armpit. So you can see how Burroughs, there's not much space between his right elbow and his ribs. And then so Martinez's foot is really kind of wedged in there, lodged in there. So when he tried that same maneuver, the Russian guy, Gadev, I think that's how you say it, just did, the foot stuck. And so you can see this, you could tell it's an aggressive kick out because look how it draws Burroughs forward here. So it kicks out, but Burroughs keeps it. And so the move's gonna kind of backfire on him. Instead of freeing his leg, he's gonna kind of give up the takedown here. So let's go one more time. I wanna focus more on Martinez, because whenever you're looking at two high-level guys like this, you can learn a lot from both people, how they both react to different things. So Burroughs is gonna do a really good job here. Gets in on the leg. And so Martinez, not only is Burroughs in on this leg, but he's also at this disadvantageous angle here. And so what he needs to do is try to square back up. All the while, he needs to keep his right leg away. So right now, his knees are pretty close together. If Burroughs were to grab that far knee or ankle, it would be pretty much over. There wouldn't be much left that Martinez could do. But what he does, shifts the weight to the hands, gets that leg away. So he wants a really wide base here. Take that foot out of Burroughs' range. And so now he's looking to square up. He's gonna push that head to the outside. Burroughs does a good job of following him, so now he's looking to run away. And you can see Burroughs captures that right leg, so Martinez's first priority needs to be stripping that grip, which is what he does. So he finds, he's not even looking for the wrist here, he's looking for the fingers. That's what you want. Strips it off. Again, he's gonna make that nice wide base. And this is a cool maneuver here. Remember, the angle is always important, so Burroughs wants to be more towards the backside. Martinez wants to be head on. And so he's gonna swim his left arm rather, looking for that overhook or the whizzer defense. And now he's much more square. This is a better angle for him to defend. Burroughs is staying on the leg though. So now here's where that pushing on the head can come into play. It's gonna make it difficult for Burroughs to build up, but he does so anyways, and that hand post is what really assists him in doing that. And so at this point, Martinez has a few options, but it's much more difficult to defend from here when your opponent has your leg laced up on their feet. But again, Martinez is going to go for that kick out, which can work. It's going to work a lot more effectively if you were to go for it right here, where Burroughs has it quite locked up. It would be probably. It may be successful from here, but once that lace is tight, it becomes a lot more difficult. So he's gonna try it anyways, isn't quite able to get it, and that's gonna be it. So let's just see the whole clip one more time, just very light narration here. Let's go slow. So watch that back leg of Burroughs here. Drives in, it's like a torpedo. Gets his good angle. Head force to the outside is going to keep chasing him down. Really looking for that far leg. Martinez does a good job of stripping it. So now Burroughs is looking to just build up. He's going to use that left hand post. Drives in, shifts Martinez's weight to his far leg, makes the leg he has a lot lighter. Now he builds all the way up, gets that nice tight lace in his armpit. Kick out doesn't work, and now he's got his two. That's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you'd like to support my channel, please like this video, share it, and subscribe. And you can also support me through Patreon at the link below. Thanks, guys.